Resident Evil fans just got some very bad news. Before I explain what's going on, I first want to say something directly to Capcom. If anybody over at Capcom is watching this video right now, please do not come after this video. Don't come after me. I am not trying to promote modding in this video. I simply want to talk about it. I want to cover this news. I do want to defend it. I do want to hopefully give Capcom a new perspective and hopefully speak for the fans. That's exactly what I want this video to be, is me speaking for you guys because they need to hear this. So you're wondering what's going on. Well, Capcom is apparently striking channels and videos who are basically using mods in their games. Whether you love modding or not, it is a very big part of the gaming community. And here specifically with Capcom games, I mean across Street Fighter and Resident Evil and even Monster Hunter. So if we head over here to PC Focus, they literally just tweeted this today. So for once, I'm not late to the news party. It says Capcom started adding DRM protector to their back catalog of games. For those who don't know what DRM is, it's basically, long story short, it's meant to prevent piracy and things like that. But here's the issue. This form prevents modding, no cheat engines are allowed, and on top of that, your game performance is reduced by 10 to 15 FPS. If anybody here played Resident Evil Village when it first came out on PC, and I'm talking about like launch week when it came out, there was a quote-unquote bug where one of the daughters that you run into, when she gets close to you and her bugs start freaking out, your game would actually stutter like crazy. The issue is that this wasn't because of a bug. This was DRM basically doing its thing. Now, a lot of you guys already know what DRM is, so I don't need to explain it to you, but for those who are a little confused, I want to explain why this is such a bad thing. Now, for those that play on console, to you, this probably doesn't matter. You're like, why should this even mean anything to us? Well, this is an issue to every Resident Evil fan, not just people who play on PC. If we head over to Kotaku, they put out this article actually back in October, so very recently. So Capcom, in quote, says, PC game mods are no different than cheating. And more specifically right here, it says Capcom has some issues with all of this modding, suggesting mods can hurt a game's reputation and increase development cost. The company also says that from a technical standpoint, all mods are cheats. I don't know how to explain this, but all of this happened because I think it was a tournament. I didn't look too much into the story, so I don't know exactly where this tournament took place, but there was like a Street Fighter tournament going on or something. Apparently, somebody downloaded a certain mod for Chun-Li and they forgot to turn it off. And so on the live stream, it was revealed to the audience. Obviously, Capcom didn't like that. And because of that, that's basically why all of this is happening. I mean, we've had some great mods. Like, look at the RE2 Remake first person mod. RE7 had a third person. I mean, there have been so many mods. The footage alone here will show you all of the amazing mods over the years that we've gotten for all of these RE engine games. And now Capcom wants to come through and basically strike channels for using these mods and take down mods for basically keeping these games alive. Wait. Hold that thought. What's up, everybody? Future Rapid Crafter here, and we actually just got some more information on this whole DRM thing. So as of January 11th, apparently Capcom actually removed the update, but they also say that they plan to add it back in the future when it's ready, whatever that means. Oh, but it gets much worse. If you go to some of the older Resident Evil games on Steam, such as the Revelations games, you could see that they are now being hit with a ton of negative reviews. But yeah, as you can clearly see, this is not a good thing. Nobody is happy with this, not even me. But this story just gets even weirder. So JJ from Residents of Evil is claiming that DRM being added to Resident Evil games is apparently just a rumor. And he's saying this because apparently somebody that he knows internally is claiming that this is not true. But this is weird because when I open up my Steam, I have a scheduled update for Resident Evil Revelations that I have not installed yet. So I don't know if this is speculation or not. I mean, it seems like we really don't have a clear answer. I do believe that Capcom games can thrive without modding. I completely believe that. I mean, to this day, there are Twitch streamers on Twitch who are playing the classic RE games just for what they are. They're not modding the games, they're just speedrunning them. What's that? You want to turn Lady D into Thomas the Train? Well, go right ahead. But even for those of you that play on console, this still affects you. And the reason why I think all of us should even care whether you mod games or not, this doesn't just affect people who want to play their games with mods. That's not the issue here. The issue is the environment and the reputation, not just of Capcom, but the fans, modding, Resident Evil, and all of their other Capcom games. There are some great YouTubers like Residents of Evil or Bakba Soup who have covered some amazing mods, and they've exposed me to these mods that I would have otherwise never have found out about. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, oh, like, you know, these very weird mods, if you want to put it that way. I'm trying to be PG here. Look, I get it, okay? The Resident Evil community is wild. I'll just put it that way. And I'll be honest, if Capcom is gonna remove any mods, remove the weird mods, if you know what I mean. It doesn't matter if you're a game developer or a YouTuber, the fans always come first. That is the #1 rule. If you're an actor, YouTuber, influencer, game developer, the fans come first. So you have this large community of people who are developing these mods, who are keeping your game, I wouldn't say necessarily alive, because again, I do know that these games would thrive without modding, guaranteed. But you have YouTubers and content creators racking in hundreds of thousands to millions of views because modding is just that big. It really does feel like a spit in the face to every single one of us, even for those of you that play on console, because even if you're not directly modding the games, it's affecting the content creators that talk about these mods. That there's some YouTubers out there where that's their entire channel, is to cover mods. But that's all I got for today. I know I've been rambling. I know this is a different type of video, but I do want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? I want to know if we share the same opinions, because again, in my opinion, this is just, it's just dumb. This shouldn't be a thing. And if you're gonna remove mods, just remove the weird mods and keep everything else, you know, keep modding alive. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here to stay up to date on all Resident Evil news. And with that being said, I will catch all of you amazing people in the next one.